Welcome back once again to Let's Play Langrisser 2. Let's be on the move. And on to Scenario 6, Aaron the Elder Hero. Elwin and his party managed to defeat the werewolves and other troops, but Morgan had already reached the village. It seemed that there was something very important to him there. All the townspeople were in a panic, except for one brave old soldier with sharp eyes. Conditions for victory? The usual. All enemies must be wiped out. We're defeated if the townspeople are taken down, or Elwin. We have 4 NPCs there, only one of which that can defend themselves. Okay. First things first, get our people properly equipped. I don't think putting that angel's wing on anybody does anything for them. Since nobody can summon, I don't think it changes anybody's stats or attributes, but I'm going to keep it on somebody for these first few battles in the off chance it does have some hidden benefits. And I say first few, it's going to be quite a while until we get somebody promoted to summoner, because that is a 5th level, that is final class, so it's going to be a minute. But in the interest of erring on the side of caution, we're going to keep it around. Liana has that cross, which is going to greatly increase her character's defense, particularly in the magic defense department. This is one of those battles where you want to bring a variety of different troop types to combat the variety of different opponents you're going to face. This is where mixing and matching comes in handy, so somebody doesn't have to be stuck with a single type of troop, which might be limited in its use. So that's what we're doing here. Take a quick look at our enemies and our friends. Aaron there was Gladiator, so he's going to be just fine, unless he gets bombarded by horsemen, which Morgan has, as well as them. That's why we brought pikemen. Those 2 groups of knights, we're going to focus on them to the east and the west, take care of them as soon as possible so they can't pick off our more susceptible people, our unmounted people, basically. And okay, he didn't die, he's still around. His subordinate. Unless that's somebody else. So hard to tell. And they have the scroll of Alazard hidden here. We're gonna have to prevent that. Thankfully we have Aaron to help us with that. Morgan there's making a big mistake. Writing him off just because he's up there in years. Yeah, he'll see. That lack of respect is going to be his downfall, among other things. All contributing to his loss. It's going to happen. We can't lose to somebody like him. Prefer if we didn't lose to anybody, but I'm just saying. Cherie. She does get first strike on them, but I'm not going to attack. I don't think she's quite strong enough just yet to wipe them out in one hit. Though they do have relatively low defense, maybe she could have. I don't want to risk it. They do have the type advantage against her being a soldier class. Against knights, usually doesn't work out too well unless you're just obscenely powerful. And we've still got a ways to go. We've got to pay our dues yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's why we brought the pikemen. The wonderful, wonderful pikemen. Got everything you need for those riding on 4 feet. Or I should say hooves. Same difference. And they'll probably be gone by the next turn. It'll probably be everybody but their commander in this one. Oh no, because we can't quite reach all of them. So we'll just put you right there. Hein is going to take care of this side in much the same fashion. Now I'm definitely not attacking with him. That's not even a thought that I'm going to entertain, so. And I don't want to put him too close to the barbarians because they might be able to strike him on their turn and they could do some damage to him. Again, defense is his weakness at the moment. So we want to keep him surrounded. We're not going to be able to be as aggressive on this side. Not just yet. we'll manage to get a few hits in there when we can. %20 helps. They had it too, so we were on equal footing. We're not even going to bother to attack his pikemen because I don't expect much damage to get exchanged either way. It'd just be a waste of everybody's time. Something that I don't like to do. So we'll just leave them alone for the time being. Elwin needs to get in the mix as soon as possible, but not against pikemen. This is why I didn't give him horsemen. But we can get him in position somewhere safe. Just seeing where she can go. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and move her then. She's so close to level 10. That needs to stay on the agenda. It's on the top of the list, in fact. Okay, that's a perfect place for him. We've got that one horseman for him as a insurance policy, an assassin of sorts, so I'm going to sneak in and do some quick heavy damage to somebody who would be more likely to fall under their force. So anybody on this map who isn't a pikeman, basically. That's the horseman's only threat. So we'll bring along the soldier, who has no problem with them whatsoever. Know your foe. It's the basics of warfare. I mean, we're dealing with remedial level stuff here. This fight overall is not among the most difficult, but like a lot of them, it can catch you off guard in certain instances, so you have to be careful. The only problem with doing the walkthrough like this, and I've already played it, and I would have had to, and able to present a quality walkthrough, because certain things you're just not going to be able to prepare for in your first run. It does take away some of the element of surprise, because I'm sure you can tell from my movement sometimes that there's going to be an ambush. If I got somebody who's just kind of holding back and not doing anything with them, it kind of gives it away that something's on the way. And that's unfortunate. I wish there was a way to present this to you and just play it as if it was my first time playing. But sadly, if I did that, there would be a lot of losses, a lot of items not retrieved, a lot of NPCs would lose their lives, etc., etc. So that's the trade-off. And Aaron there's gonna also maintain a defensive position. If I were him, I would put all the gladiators up front and make a wall and keep the soldiers in the back. But that's me. And Morgan's just like, yeah, you two go deal with him. I can't be bothered. Because he took one look at him and said, he's washed up. And he would be very, very wrong. Well, to be fair, yeah, that has yet to be determined. I mean, that's not a terrible strategy. I mean, he figures this guy only has so much endurance in him, just wear him out. We see the same thing in boxing. Not a terrible way to go about it, but again, we're kind of here too, and yeah, we're some good guys to have on your side backing you up. Morgan wishes he had help like this. All he gets is Sheikah. Yeah. And they're hiding off. They know what's coming. They can do nothing to prevent it though. That's the sad part. And he's just a lord? Or was he just a fighter? I wasn't paying attention. He's probably a lord because he has pikemen. Whatever he is going to be easy to deal with, so that's going to be some easy experience for whoever. Liana, ideally. She doesn't have a high attack, but she does have a warhammer equipped, so she'll be able to do decent damage. Just enough to get the job done. She shines in the defense department. More than anything. Especially her troops because of that huge boost that she gives. It's ridiculous. But we're content to heal with her for right now. That's really all she needs to do to level up. Let's finish these guys off, get them out of our hair, out of our sight, and out of the way. Okay, curious, the track that's playing right now for our side, I'm sure you've noticed it by now. This is the track that plays at the end of a scenario, the battle result. I'm not sure what it's called. I haven't looked it up. But at least you get to hear it play out in full now. So that's good. And we really got to take out that knight now, because if he focuses on her, she's going to be in trouble. But I don't see any reason why we can't wrap them up with the piping that we have on hand. Yeah, we've got plenty. And because of the disparity in their abilities, it's possible the pikeman will be able to take him out with one attack. We'll see. Nope, not quite. But he is in the mountains, so that was probably helping him out. Bulked him up a bit. It won't help though, because we can surround him. How many hits does it take? Not many. And a level up for her. She'll be more useful when she hits level 5. Her heal will be more powerful, more range. Means easy XP. Time to bring our Hawk Knight into the fight. I'm sure you've been waiting for this. Very good debut for this battle. No damage done. It's always nice when you can bring soldiers and pikes into a fight and get by, because they cost a lot less than most troop types to purchase, so we can save money while being successful. Griffins are a little more pricey, but they're not exceedingly so. They're so useful you still want to bring them along. They have excellent movement, not impeded by most terrain. There's the occasional wall or obstruction that will stop them or hinder them. But as far as the plains, the water, the bridges, the castle walls, they're not worried about that. Naturally high attack, even better when they're getting a significant boost to their stats. Their weakness, of course, is defense, so that's the only thing you have to be mindful of. Let's see if Hein can do the same. Take care of this group really quickly. His pikemen have suffered some injuries, so they might not be as effective. Still more than what we need. La, 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 la. Oh, and even out of his command range, they should be okay, so they'll just take a little bit more damage because they were already hurt, so this will just prevent anybody from being attacked by the knights on their turn, is what it is. And this is good because they'll, take them under 7 without sustaining heavy injuries on their side. And weaken them. I don't want to be so quick to send those other pikemen out. I like to have at least one troop at full health. And I got a few of them, so we're doing okay. Maybe they can finish them off because they're only at 2. That's the only time when I'm okay sending pikemen against pikemen, when our numbers are much higher. Because it's usually a stalemate. It's fine if you want to protect somebody, block them off. But other than that, send soldiers. They know how to get it done. Griffins are just going to get close. I'm not sure, right? They might actually take him out, so I don't want to attack with them. Just get everybody closer. But not too close, don't leave that range. Stay within the blue. And I would love to just rush Elwin up and start taking down some barbarians, but I'm not going to cross the bridge and do it. We'll go over the water. We'll sacrifice the terrain boost so that other units can cross and join the fight as well. Stay in the fight. Ooh, that wasn't too good. Maybe that was the terrain. He is in the water. Nobody benefits in the water except for flying units and sea creatures. And we haven't seen any sea creatures as of yet, so. But you know it's coming. I'm not spoiling anything. Get a look at the new background there. Fighting from the rooftops. So Aaron's got it under control. We don't have to worry about him. Unlike Scenario 4, it is much easier to keep the NPCs alive here. In fact, there's no reason why Aaron won't get enough experience to level up. Because as you can tell, he will join us. And he's a low-level fighter, so you probably have an idea of what we can do with him in terms of classes. I might try to get there in time to take out one or two of those magic users who are picking on him. I don't know if I want him to have that much experience. We'll see how it goes. It'll work out well either way. Share the wealth and all that good stuff. After all, what's the point of wealth if it isn't shared? And sure, pick on the pikemen who are separated and hurt. Good man. Yeah, come closer, guys. Face your fates. Like the chivalrous knights you are, I'm sure. The only annoying thing about the Sheikah, their commanders can cast thunder. They're a low level, so it won't do much damage, but it's just enough to nip our potential damage, and that's annoying. So we don't want to ignore them completely. So many options. I think we'll just finish them off. We don't need attack up. We already have the overwhelming advantage. So let's not waste that. Better to just get them out the way. It's not possible that they can finish them. But they can. That just leaves one. We're going to attack you. And do decent damage. Get you out of the way and hopefully, maybe not because they're not within range of Hein. Oh, but there's no rush. We can take him out with anyone next turn. Any of our pikemen except for the ones at 3 maybe. They'll be able to finish it. So we can turn our attention to this fighter who's on his very last legs. Only a couple of men to his name. So let's get Scott in here. Get the ball rolling that way. Still not taking much damage. The little bit he lost was due to that spell, I'm thinking, so he's doing just fine. Go around. Hit him from the side. Weaken him up so they can take him down. And recover some health on the next turn. Oh, I may have to cut this recording session short after this because those yawns just keep on a coming. I'm getting away from the mic so it's not picking up, but I am just yawning away here, so if I get quiet for extended periods out of nowhere, that's probably what it is. Gonna have to take a little break, I think. In the meantime, let's break them off a bit. Ooh, more than a bit. That was fantastic. Gotta love griffins. And, let's go over here. Deal with this group. That's what I like to see. And I think we got a level. Yes, doing very well. More than halfway there to his next class. And what will it be? So many choices, so many options. Too many good options. You almost can't go wrong. Whatever you do with him, he's going to be devastating. We'll see. We can keep him on the knight's path if we like. We can put him back on the lord, soldier, swordsman class. Or we can make him more of a magic user. We'll see. Same with Cherie. But again, she does have some options that are unique to her. One good thing about this game, most of the commanders you can control do have classes that are unique to them. Or if they're not completely unique, there's only one or two other commanders who also have access to that same class. Which is a welcome change of pace. There was a decided lack of variety in the original. You had so many characters who could only become knights or lords. So, a lot of options at our disposal. They're in the trees, but 10 versus 2. We're done. Oh, no we're not, because Aaron has to go. And 2320 is more than enough to deal with them. And see, this is good AI. Not great, not fantastic, not outstanding, but good, competent, decent AI. I say that because you'll notice that he's taking his time. He's keeping his people bunched together. He's allowing some of them to recover even. He's keeping himself surrounded. Most importantly, he is picking off all of the subordinates, all the mercenaries, all the lackeys, for focusing on the commander. Now, if he were programmed to target the enemy commander directly and ignore the others, I would be making a straight beeline to get in the fight and get that experience that he'd be throwing away. So this is very good. Which is why I don't mind letting him handle it, because he's going to get the most out of it and he will join us. So hey, level's a level. Doesn't really matter in the end who gets it. Well, it kind of does, but you know what I mean. I like everybody on our team, but I do value some more than others for reasons that may become apparent as time goes on. Elwin will always be at the top of the list because we have these rune stones that I need to make use of as our collection of them grows, and will continue to. He will be our first candidate to receive one of those to make him even stronger. So the sooner I can get him to the appropriate level to use that and make the most of it, would like to do that. Now, because experience is so hard to come by in this game, even when you're maximizing it, I'm not going to be able to use runestones on everybody. I mean, I could, but it would take them that much longer to get back to their final class, which is the end goal. By the last scenario of this playthrough, my plan is to have everybody in their final class of my choice. And this is what we wanted. This is why I made somebody a shaman. Thunder. And he's level 5, this is going to do a lot of damage. To the unfortunate group of our choosing. Oh, we gotta attack them. They deserve it. They've earned it. But I don't want him that far away. So maybe we'll save that for another turn or two, maybe. I gotta shuffle some folks around. And Liana's too far away, we gotta keep her involved. I guess she can just keep healing. She can still reach folks. Oh, right, and she's got that good range, so that'll be a lot of experience. Yeah. Halfway to level 10. Yeah, I want her to fight so much, and I don't know why. She's perfectly content to just heal and get experience that way. That's probably the smarter way to do it. Let other people get that, since she doesn't need it. Either way, she'll hit level 10 before this is over, so I am relieved, because we definitely want her promoted before the next fight starts. You're one to talk, Morgan. You're one to talk. Ooh, Elwin. Didn't get enough rest the night before, I'm guessing, because he's just not finishing it. And these are all units that he should have no problem against. Barbarians, elves, just not getting it done. But that's okay, we'll just have to make a little path so somebody else can finish it up. It's gonna take a little bit more though. That's fine, we just happen to have a little bit more. We've got a lot of it more, actually. And I always feel better when we don't have to deal with archers on the field, unless they're our own. Just so happens they're not, so bye-bye. Oh, he's still got some horsemen though. Gotta be careful with these soldiers. Probably gonna lose a couple. Let's see if we can do some damage to him though. Yes! We made it. Just wanted to do a little bit. Now he will not do anything but heal next time. And even better, he doesn't have access to a healing spell. So he's not going to cast heal and recover the health of his friends as well. He's just going to treat himself. So that's pretty good. We'll get a breather for one turn. Focus on his men in the meanwhile. But we've got to deal with this group too. They're kind of in our way, impeding our path. Cherie, probably just want to heal with her. That was the right choice. Now that she's level 5, that helps out a bit. So the biggest threat right now is those horsemen that Morgan has. And all we need to do is get these pikemen up there to deal with them, and that won't be a problem. At that point, this fight is pretty much taken care of. It's just a matter of rounding up what's left. These barbarians, though, I gotta give them credit, they're doing a good job of preventing us from getting to Morgan and his men. It's gonna slow us down. Pikemen are not too strong against them, just even. So that's a thing. Even without the benefits, no problems there. Terrain's in their favor. I wasn't expecting great things there. It can't always be a clean sweep though. But at least they're not standing next to their commander. They will not regain health. Now Hein. I really want to cast Thunder with him right now, but it would probably be better. We'll throw Scott in instead. Because I want to position Hein to where he could attack either Morgan's group or the Sheikah with his Thunder. That's where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, our assassin. Haven't forgotten about you. We better save them. Really don't want to send them against a class of equal ability. And these soldiers, they can handle 2. Yeah, we'll just attack them. Sufficient. Okay. Scott still has some soldiers. He's got all his men, actually. He hasn't lost anybody. And why would he? This is the Lord's son. One-shot Scott. He knows what he's doing. If anything, I just need to get out of his way. I was thinking they would do an extra point or 2 of damage than they did, but that's okay. We'll roll with it. This probably won't kill him, but if it does, I'll be okay. Yeah, they did pretty good. Oh, he's so close to a level up. We probably should give it to him, huh? But first, let's make use of these griffins. Spread around. Tornado, that's what we wanted to see. Not as powerful as the tornado in Warsong, that the Saint class had, it's still a very good spell once you've gotten those levels up. And once the range expands, level 5 and beyond, oh, it's gonna be lovely, let me tell you. So we're just gonna be patient here. We didn't need to cast Thunder, as you can see. So I'm glad we held off with Hein. We can move him forward, keep him involved this way. Because I really don't want him to fall that far behind like last time. That is a pattern I do not want to put into motion. And our turn is just about done. We're going to let the NPCs handle their business, and it's probably going to be it for this one. Those gladiators, though. Showing these young bucks how it's done. They certainly had it coming, talking all that hot garbage. So no surprise that it's all getting thrown back in their face with the ferocity of a monsoon. But we're done, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you here soon.